What is up, family? Yo, so check it out. We are on day 5, and my monitor just shut down on me. So I don't know if this is recording. But anyways, we're on day 5, man. I literally just got done reading, so I don't really have much as far as saying much towards 30 days with Jesus, of course. But they did add something in here. Let me go look right quick. They did add something that kind of did, spark. I'm gonna have to. It had this. If you guys can see that, it had that, and I want to understand this more, and I don't quite understand it right now, but I do want to understand it. But the thing is, it said, where you are being challenged to have faith in God's unseen. Let me know. No. Wait a minute. That's not correct. Sorry. My bad. This was not. My bad, guys. I should have had this ready. There was something in here I read. I could have swore I was like, man, I would like to talk about that one. Let's see. Was it this? So it says he knows what we are experiencing, and his presence will change us in the midst of our circumstances. How does this bring you to comfort in what you're facing today? And to answer that, my thing I feel like is basically, how does this bring comfort in what I'm facing today? It's like, what I'm facing today is the fact of just understanding that everything's going to be okay. So, and the fact is also is like everything that I envision is going to happen. So it's like, even though I get anxiety of like trying to rush and trying to push myself to the fact of like trying to get there as fast as I can. How can I get there quicker? How can I get this quicker? How can I build this business to this point? How can I make it where I can, walk away from the corporate world, and be able to work for myself? How can I get to where I see myself going quicker? But then I also got to realize I got to slow it up, hit the brakes, and realize it's just like calm down. Like the last thing that I spoke about, allow Jesus to take the wheel, get over in the passenger seat, and allow him to take me to the destination. And it's like, it says, how does this, this says, how does this bring comfort in what you're facing today? Knowing that he has the wheel and he's going to make everything happen that I want to happen. That's where the comfort my way comes, because it all comes with understanding. Basically understanding and pretty much just pushing yourself, and keep being obedient and keep being motivated also to push yourself. But the thing about it is that it brings I've kind of flew off a little bit, but it brings comfort my way just for the fact is like, I know it's going to be okay. I know it's going I know that I'm going to get to where I want to get to, because you wake up every single day and you make you get 1% better, or you become 1% better at what you're doing. So it's like, I know for a fact that it's going to happen. And yes, I do get impatience. I do get impatient at time, and that's one thing I have to realize is like, I can't be impatient. I have to understand that it's all God's timing and on His timing. So when I think like that, and I understand that all things have been unfolding like they should, I guess you could say. When I start thinking like that, that's when I start to realize, okay, now it brings comfort, because He's done took me from A to B, from B to C, from C to D, and I keep going, down the line, and He keeps making things happen as I speak them and as I pray for them. It's like they come forth, but they come forth on His time. But I look back at all the things that He has done when it comes to this, and that's when I realize, like, okay, He's in charge. Let Him have the wheel, move over, and just understand that it's all coming in due time. And knowing the fact of looking back and understanding as I look back, and it brings a sense of comfort, because of the fact of like, He's brought me this far. I'm sitting at 38, and basically, to a sense, I feel like, I'm about 50% to 60%. I would say probably about 50%, close to living the things that I spoke about and prayed about living. So it's like, even though that last 50, that's a big gap, you know, and also a lot that can happen in that 50%. But I feel like, you know, from where I was, you know, 3 to 4 years ago to where I am now, he's brought me this far, as well as like, you know, and even though sometimes I get anxious, it's like, you know, once I sit here and I think about that, that brings a sense of comfort to understanding that everything else is going to fall into play as it should. But yeah, that's what I can say about that. We already got most of the stuff done as far as the 75 hard. Today I hit the gym. I might post a little video right here where I did the elliptical for, not the elliptical, I don't know what I'm talking about. Fit Club ain't got no darn elliptical. What am I saying? I'm tripping. I did the Stairmaster for 45 minutes on like a level 7. And I was just like, feeling good, man. It felt good. I sweated out, and then that was the inside workout. The outside workout, me and my wife, we went on like just a little walk. Like my second workout usually is like a little walk, just to keep it light, and not really like kill my body. I guess you say overkill, but keep it light. But I walk with a vest. So we hit a walk on the second workout, and I've already read, you know, my Atomic Habits right now. Actually, what's so crazy is I gotta find another book now. I think about that because I'm at the end of Atomic Habits again. I've done read that book like 3 or 4 times. For anybody that wants a good book, Atomic Habits by, dang, I wish I would never ask myself who was it by, but I think was it, don't quote me on it, but I think it's James Clear. but it's Atomic Habits. There's only one out there. I feel like that if you type it in, it's going to come up and it's going to be the main one. But that's a really good book. I've done read it like 3 times, and every time I read it, I feel like I relearn or either learn something new. It's such an amazing book. But besides that, you know, everything is done. Just got to clean up the house a little bit and, you know, prep some food and stay inside my area when it comes to dieting and, you know, things like that. And that's about it, really. So like I said, some of these may be long, some may be short. I'm gonna try to get more active with certain things, you know what I'm saying? But just kind of got a late start today, so I didn't really have much gym footage and stuff like that. And I kind of like to go into the gym when I can, as far as like when it's not as many people there. Not for the fact of talking to the camera, just for the fact, like, you know, I'm not carrying a camera all around and putting it in everybody's way and stuff. So I try to do that. But I got there a little later today, and they wasn't packed, but I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So that's why I don't really have too much footage. But y'all see the little Stairmaster. So I put in work. We put in work. We got it done. But as always, appreciate you guys tuning in and staying with me this far. Day 5, bro. Honestly, I'm just happy that I'm being consistent and doing what I know I should do. And as always, like I say, might not know exactly what I'm doing now, might not know where I'm going with this, but we're gonna figure it out in the long run for sure. Appreciate you guys, and as always, nothing but love. Big faith. Let's go.